creators, it's your girl Drea here with Clueless Tips. I'm going to get my hubby to shut the door so we can't hear a crying baby in the background. How's everybody's night going? It has been a minute since I've been on this channel and I am pumped. I'm just going to tune in to see who is here on my phone. So we're going to go in here. But basically today I'm super excited to share with you guys some of the top 10 mistakes that I had to work through myself when growing my channel. So if this is the first time you've been to Clueless Tips, basically what this is a community for small YouTubers to get together, learn together, and grow together. I'm a small YouTuber and I'm doing a bunch of different things on my other channel, which is called Clueless Mama D. And on there, I'm just going to share with you all of the things that I do well at there, and I'll also share the things that don't work well so that hopefully you guys don't have to go down that path there too. So let's see if I can see. Oh, it's weird seeing myself. I gotta turn the volume down. So if you are watching this video after the live, then you might want to fast forward about a minute or two if you're not interested in knowing more about me. But I'm just going to do a couple of things, housekeeping things, just let you guys know what's going to be happening on this channel. So first of all, weekly I'm going to be doing lives, tips lives for Tips Tuesdays at 7 p.m. PST. I think it was 7:05 today, but that's because I'm not totally used to doing lives and setting it up. So let's see who's on here right now. Hi Nada, hi the Wall Twins, and Geeked Out Getaways, and hi Decent Effect. So everybody, oh, and Food by Combs, yes. So I want to say one of the things that we definitely need to do is make sure we mingle in the comments. Like I said, this channel is a community and I'm really passionate about us growing together. And if you've been doing YouTube for a while, you'll probably realize that that's actually a really good way to help yourself grow. If you have numbers, if you have friends, if you connect, and if you genuinely care about supporting other people, you'll find that that all comes back to you. So I want you guys to get to know each other in the comments and go ahead and check each other out and, you know, make sure you support, and if you like each other, subscribe. So that's one thing I wanted to get through. And the second thing was that there's going to be weekly lives, so let me know if you guys like that idea. And hi, Maya Priest, thanks for coming in. And also Goddess Nadiria, I don't want to say that wrong, but welcome. So anyways, I'm so excited to share with you some of these tips. I'm going to go ahead and click because I put them on my phone. Oh my gosh. But I do want to make this something that in case people click on, they get what they want from what they saw in the title. But I also want to hear feedback from you guys. So if you guys can kind of hold your questions or your advice on some mistakes that you've done, we're going to go ahead and address those through the end. But I'm just going to power through this list right now. And then I want your guys' feedback on it. So I am not that good with technology, guys. Like, you feel me? Like, okay, here we go. So the first comment I want to talk about, and I did touch on this, if you guys paid attention when I was on Sessions. Sessions is a monthly show on Viapree Project. If you guys don't know them, you want to make sure you check them out. They are amazing YouTubers, an amazing family, and just really good people. So check them out. But anyways, they have this monthly show where they interview YouTubers that they pick that they want to share with their followers. And I did touch on this comment there, so you can go ahead and check that video out after, but utilizing comments. Okay, so comments are in multiple ways one of the most important things to do as small YouTubers. When I first started YouTube, I would just click that little heart because it was nice and easy, and I would work my way down and there'd be the odd comment that, you know, was attractive and I'd talk to. And I learned very quickly that you can gain a lot of subscribers through comments. Okay, you can make real connections through comments. So each comment is like gold to you. So I do have a video on this channel called 5 Ways to Gain Subscribers Through Comments. However, I should probably do a part 2 because my channel has grown and I've learned other ways. So I'll probably do that, but I'm going to share some of those with you guys on the live right now. So the first and foremost thing is you do have to answer your comments. Okay, you have to answer your comments. You want to build a relationship with your viewers, and they want to feel like they're getting to know you more than just in the video. And if they took the time to write a comment, they're going to love if you take the time to write back. And what I said on sessions is, if it's somebody who's not a subscriber, a new person to your channel, then in the comments, you want to ask them a question. So, for example, if I do a cooking video and they say, hey, you know, I've never tried this recipe with that ingredient before, then you could say, oh, you know, hi, how are you? And you can say, well, what is there an ingredient that I didn't mention that you normally put in your chili? So what that's going to do is they're going to see, A, you responded to them, but B, they're going to come back to your channel. They're going to, A, remember who you are. You don't actually know, did they even subscribe to you the first time? Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't hit the notification bell. But they're going to come back to your channel and they're going to be like, oh yeah, I liked this video. I commented and she's talking back. And 9 times out of 10, well, I don't know if it's 9 times out of 10, let's be real. I can't even do math. But most of the time, or lots of the time, you are going to see that they watch 1 or 2 or 3 videos after. I've literally seen my comments go, okay, now this person's binge watching. Okay, and then once you've got a few comments with that person, you can actually say to them in the comments, hey, make sure you hit the notification bell so that we make sure we keep in touch, because sometimes YouTube makes people forget who we are if we don't do that bell. So you really want to build a relationship with new people who come to your channel. Okay? So the second thing, and I've said it so many times, so I'm not going to get in depth on this, but it's really important if you're a new YouTuber or someone who's been doing this that you hear, do not sub for sub. Now, I've got videos on this channel that tell you all of the crazy bad things that can happen if you sub for sub. So I'm just going to talk about one thing I haven't addressed on this channel, but if you hear me, if you feel me, the answer is no, don't do it. But one of the things that sub for sub does that I don't think I've actually mentioned, besides losing subscribers and not going anywhere and things like that, is the YouTube bots, they recognize that type of behavior. And what they'll start to do is actually not show your channel to other people. So you'll get these people who are willing to sub for sub, and mind you, they don't usually stick around, but eventually you'll find that your videos are not getting suggested by YouTube, which is the whole point. I think we're all learning now with the new changes for monetization that viewing is what actually matters. So you want to make sure the right people are coming to your channel, that they actually like your content, and that they subscribe. So I subscribe to people for a few reasons. One is I love their content. One is I want to connect with that person. There's something about their editing. There's something about their energy. There's something about the actual people filming that I want to subscribe to. And 2, there's something, I kind of touched on this, but something I can learn from their channel. So sometimes I'll sub to a gaming channel, and I could care less about games. Ask my husband. He's probably shocked to know I'm subscribed to some gaming channels. But it's just the way that they do the channel that I can learn from. And then you find once you start connecting with comments and things like that, you'll find that you actually like their content anyways, and it all works out, and they generally end up subscribing and liking yours, even though you're different. So that's one of the things that sub for sub can do, which is just not get your videos out there. So it really hurts you really bad to do that. Oh my gosh, I'm using Kenny's phone here, so let's hope I can remember his password. Okay, let me tune into the chat real quick, see if there's anything you guys asked me that I can catch, and I'm sorry, I'm looking down right now. Woo woo, tips live, says Wall Twins. Make sure you guys check out the Wall Twins if you want to have a laugh. Oh my gosh, oh, I thought that was a spider up there. Okay, it's not, it's like a hole in the roof. See, then when you're live, I'm set up, I can't really go up there. But anyways, okay, hi Steph Stays Off. I thought you said you weren't going to be able to tune in. I thought you said you weren't going to be home, but I'm so happy you're here. And hi, Love Etsy, or Etsy, Esty. Okay, I'm going to, I know her name is Esty. She's actually my friend, even outside of YouTube. We've known each other for years. Make sure you say hi and check out her channel. But also, we have the same birthday, so we are like, we love each other. But I'm going to jump to another tip because she reminds me of one of my tips on here. She's got a great channel, and she taught me this whole thing called minimalism. I am hoardalism, so I keep way too much stuff, but Esther, she knows what to do when it comes to, you know, organizing and things like that. But the tip I'm going to jump to, since we are on the topic, And let's see if I can find it back. Okay, it's to do with posting on Facebook and your public social medias. So I think Esty knows where I'm going with this. Okay, so like I said, I've known Esty for years, okay? 4 years. And I've been doing YouTube, I think maybe 10 months now. And Esty has been doing YouTube, you know, like she's doing it more regular now, but she has literally been in YouTube for years. And I had no clue until like, I don't know, 2 months ago. Comment below how long it is. I had no clue that a good friend of mine had a YouTube channel and even was actively posting now. So that's insane. I mean, we're all YouTubers, most of us listening. If you're not, hi, cool, maybe you're gonna start a channel. We know that obviously we're going to subscribe and engage to an actual friend who has a channel. So this is the value of posting on your own social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, whatever you guys use. And I know there is a general fear of doing this, and I totally get it because I have experienced it, not so much in YouTube. I learned from a previous business that I don't know why, but your supposed loved ones and supposed friends, they are, I don't know, they get weirded out when you're like excited about something, some kind of journey. They can't take too much of it. But my advice for you, and this works, is one of two things. Let's talk Facebook for a second. So for Facebook, oh. Copyright. I don't know if you get copyright. Anyways, that's my father-in-law. Okay, so when we post on Facebook, and our personal Facebook I'm referring to, it's true, you don't want to do it too often. You really want to wait for a video that, A, you really think can do good on YouTube. Like it has a potential to run off in your mind. You think you've tagged it right, you think you've titled it right, you think it's original, but it's, you know, it's something people are looking at. Those are the ones you want to share. And B, you think that obviously the people on your page are going to like. So for one reason, the reason why I'm saying pick one that you have big hopes for is because it's so important to get really good views within the first 24 hours of a video. And that, for the average person, or at least for me, is pretty much impossible to promote properly for that on a daily basis. So I just can't post regularly and promote as much as I would like to. So I wait for a video, for example, like the one that did really good on my other channel. I strategically did what I'm about to tell you guys to do with Facebook. So you want to pick that video that you think can run off. And then Facebook, you have to remember Facebook hates YouTube. So you can't just post your video up and expect all of your friends or even your good friends that you connect with to see it, because Facebook will actually hide it from most people. It will be a very small amount of people who see that. If you post a picture of you kissing your baby, you might have 50 to 100 of your friends see it. If you post a YouTube link, you'll have like 5. I don't know the exact increments, but you get what I'm saying. So you have to do something else. When you post this video and you really think it's going to do good, this is what I do. I private message close friends and family. And to those ones who are really close to me and I can pretty much say anything, I say, hey, I've got this video out and I really think it can do good on YouTube, but YouTube won't show it to anybody unless I get a good response within the first 24 hours. So can you do me a favor and play this video till the end? Do not skip anything. And also watch it. I think you're going to enjoy it, and I tell them why. Like, oh, because it talks about this and your son did this. That's the one thing. So when you do that, I haven't had an issue with people actually watching it. They say, yeah, sure, I'll do that. No problem. It's not a big deal. And you're actually, there's something in psychology that I learned. I think it's called like maybe displacement effects. And I'm getting a little off topic here, but it was, I'm trying to do this quick. I'm sorry, guys. But there was a woman in New York who was, this is gruesome, I'm going to get demonetized, but she was actually stabbed in public in the center of an apartment building outside. And multiple people, like tons of people, saw what happened, and none of them called police. And I think, comment below if you know what this is called. I think it's called the displacement effect. And what it is if something happens and multiple people are expected to engage in that, they won't, because they think somebody else is going to do it. So if you just post your video, and then you expect everybody to say, okay, yeah, if you say, hey, I need people to view, less people are going to view because they're just going to think everybody else is, and it's not a big deal if they don't. If you private message that person, it's on them, it's just between you and them, and they really don't have, I think, an issue of doing that. And if they really do, it's like, are they really your friend? And I wouldn't do that more than once a month, okay? I'd probably do it less, but I wouldn't do it more than once a month. Now, that same video that you have high hopes for and you want to do good within the first 24 hours, hear me when I say that, then you can also post it to your page, okay? And you can say a little thing about it and why it's excited, whatever you want to say, why you want people to watch it. And then you can tag people. That's the only way you can ensure that they're going to actually see that video. So like my close friends, my close family, I'll just private message them, and then maybe other people who I'm close to or whatever, I'll just tag them. So you can do that, but then you got to be careful. You can't tag like a million people, because Facebook doesn't like YouTube. When you tag too many people, they'll actually prevent you from tagging for a couple days. So I think that the magic number is about 50 people. But if you do that once in a while on a video you have high hopes for, on a video that you've done proper tags for, and on a video that you have proper title for, I would be shocked if you didn't see that video perform quite well for your channel. So I've babbled on, and I hope I gave you some tips, but also what I said can expand to Instagram, it can expand to Twitter in its own way. Make sure you're using those platforms. I need to improve on that as well, but these are free advertising. It's like if you had a restaurant, why wouldn't you take up free advertising, right? And then when you are doing posts on other things, you should also post things that are not just YouTube, just to keep people attracted to your channels and things like that. And I am in no means like a social media guru, so I am definitely going to be asking some people who are to talk to you on this channel so that they can offer that skill to you. Let's see what the next one is. Okay, so this next one is apologizing too much in your video, okay? So every time we're doing a video, we have to remember that people are watching the video that don't know us, and we've only got one shot. Sometimes we've only got 20 seconds, 10 seconds to really keep that person on the channel. So when you start your video off, for example, I haven't posted on this channel for a while. If you're new and you're still with me, I trust that you've built some kind of relationship with me enough that you're going to be able to hear what I'm going to say right now and still stick around and subscribe and hit that bell, okay? So I haven't posted here a lot because what happened was I noticed on my other channel things started to change, the algorithm started to change, and I had to do some damage control. One, to make sure that that channel's still good. This channel is my passion, it's my heart, it's my way of getting back, but I need to, in order to teach you guys how to do YouTube, I have to have a channel that's doing well. So I had to put all my energy into that. And where was I going with this? Let me look. Oh yeah. So when I started this video, did you hear me apologize about how long it's been since I've posted? I think I said something quick like it's been a minute, and I went on. Do not start your videos, the most important time of your video, saying, I'm sorry I didn't post last week. I know I said I was going to, but you know, we all got sick in the family and this and that. Guys, if there's a new person to your channel, they don't want to hear that you've missed the mark on your uploads. And if it's a person who loves your channel, they are going to be okay with you starting with a proper introduction. And like I mentioned on sessions that I had heard from Leah Levon, and you want to introduce yourself in that introduction as well, which is something that I need to work on. So if you've got some apologies to give to your loyal subscribers, do it in the middle of the video, do it at the end of the video, never do it in the beginning. The beginning is the most important part of your video. Woo! Are you feeling me? Okay, so I want to ask a question right now. for everybody to say if they are on track with me, and then I'm going to look up to see if you guys are feeling me or not. Am I babbling too much? Okay, so now I'm going to save that one for last. Okay. Now, okay, this one is a tough one. We all have busy lives and we all have issues, but part of the reason when I paid attention to the algorithm changing, it was due to me not posting very regularly or as often. And I think from doing research and just practicing the magical number of minimum videos you want to put on your channel, and hear me because it's a painful one, for the average person, the average YouTuber trying to get more subscribers, trying to grow their channel, it's 3. And that's a lot, guys. That is a lot. I'm sure you're all as busy as I am. It's 3 videos. And when I went, things can deteriorate quickly. If you keep up 3 videos a week, you will see growth. And in my experience, like month 2, you will see really good growth. And if you can do more than that, you'll see really good growth too. So you want to do that. Now, there are some exceptions to the rule that I've noticed. I support a lot, as much as I possibly can. I love supporting. I love checking out your guys' videos. So if you want me to connect with you and come to your channel, make sure you comment after this video is posted, because the chat's going to disappear. And make sure you say, hey, I'm new to your channel and you said, come visit. So make sure you do that after. Sorry. But I support a lot, and I started noticing a couple of things. One, there were some people who would post 1 video a week or less, and they would get thousands of views, not 10,000, but like 2,000 to 3,000 of views, and that was it. And sometimes they weren't even in the comments, like talking to the comments so much, and I'm like, and they were smaller YouTubers, like nothing crazy, like 2,000 subscribers and stuff like that. And I was really confused at like, what's going on here? So I started like investigating and creeping, and then I started messaging those people and saying, hey, I have a question, can I contact you on Facebook or something? Another way to connect through comments. And in the comments I would say, hey, I noticed you don't post that regularly, but your channel and your videos still do good. So everybody said the same thing. And this is going to lead me into my next thing. Or what did I say here? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is leading me to what I'm already talking about. They all said they're coming from my blog. All of them. Every single one said that's because they're coming from my I have missed the mark. I am putting all this pressure on YouTube, but I'm my brand, okay? YouTube is giving me a platform to share my brand with others. And this tip is don't put your eggs all in one basket, or do they say apples? Whatever. I think eggs makes more sense, because if you drop that's worse than dropping apples. But comment below, is it apples or eggs? And actually, I'm going to check the comment now. See what's going on with you guys. See if I'm not talking to anybody anymore. Okay, yeah, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, guys, on this video. I'd really appreciate that. Oh, good, you guys are connecting, and I love that. Yes, oh, it's eggs. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Thank you. Okay, eggs, apples, oranges, drop the goods everywhere. Yeah, don't put it all in one basket. So I realized, what would happen if I had a blog that had people that would come to my video within the first 24 hours and I posted regularly? What do you guys think would happen? So I've been pursuing blogs, and I've been pursuing a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm going to do a video, if you guys are interested, specific about, I don't want to say other options to YouTube, because I still think YouTube has a ton to offer, even if it's just advertising alone for you and your brand and what you think you have to offer people. YouTube is huge for that, guys. It's the biggest search engine, so I'm not leaving YouTube under anything, and I still love YouTube. But I would like to do a video about different options that people don't necessarily know about, so that they're not so devastated when YouTube changes its rules. So comment below if you guys would let me to do that. Yes, I've never even thought of a blog, Love Esty says, and let me tell you, your content, I think, is totally blog friendly, totally. Like I'm all over the place with my content, so I'm having troubles with my blog, but I started on Steam It, and if you guys are interested in that, you can check it out. I think yeah, I'll pin it to the comments here if you guys want to see my blog that I just started. But my point is, they're driving traffic from different areas, and they're not even giving a lot of effort to YouTube. I'm sure that they're probably making money from AdSense, but I'm just saying, what if you did both? Or maybe there's lives. I have a lot of friends doing lives, like the Biopriest. Maybe there's something about that would work for you. But anyways, comment below if you want me to do the video. Oh, Beast in Effect says I posted on Steam It today. So yes, if anybody wants to know about Steam It, I will post in the comments pinned after I'm done doing this live, or you can Facebook me at Clueless Mama D. So this is a free way to blog, and you get paid for your blogs, and you can utilize your YouTube videos on there as well. So for me, it was kind of like, I'm not sure about blogging, so I didn't start a website yet. I found like this was the perfect thing to start with, and yeah, so anyways, message me about that. Okay, so let's go. I hope you guys are still feeling me. I really don't want to babble. I really want to give some content in these Tips Tuesdays videos. So the next one, I'm going to save that. I think I kind of talked about, okay, so the next one is to do with thumbnails. Now, I'm sure we've all heard how important thumbnails are. We know that. We know we have to do thumbnails. But yet, I always see small YouTubers who have thumbnails that just don't look like they put any effort into it and are just not appealing to who's looking. I mean, you guys know how YouTube is. When you search something, there's tough competition. Images are the first thing that we see. You have to grab the attention of the people searching for whatever you're offering on YouTube. And if you just have a thumbnail, you know, that's a color with a little bit of writing, and the writing is all the same as an example, it's really not going to stand out to the other people. You're going to lose. You might have the best content in the world, but if your content looks like crap, no one's going to see it. And the second thing is, YouTube does rankings by quite a few things. It does rankings by tags. I have videos on that in here in this channel as well if you're not familiar with that. Tags are important, and you can look why. But it also ranks on clicking. So if your thumbnail draws attention to clicking in competition with other ones, it will start referring that video more often, and you'll see yourself move up the ranks. And I've seen my videos rank at a certain part, and then they move up. And that's obviously to do with clicking, and it's to do with watch time. Which takes me into my next thing. Oh, and back to the thumbnails. I just wanted to say, I mentioned this on sessions as well. Make sure you guys check that out. I will pin that in the comments too. I mentioned that you don't want to reuse your thumbnails unless you make them noticeably enough different. It's okay to have branded thumbnails, like if you have a certain series or you have your logo. So it's okay to have an aspect of the thumbnail be the same, but you have to change something about the thumbnail, and you have to make that change noticeable. Because if you don't, number one, when someone goes to your channel, the last thing they want to see is a whole bunch of videos that look exactly the same. It's not good. You have to have a big name or a large following for people not to care about your thumbnails. You have to really be a brand, be attractive, just like every other business out there. You're no different. You have to be attractive on your channel. You have to change things up. And the other thing is the notifications. When your viewers have hit a notification bell and they get all these notifications, they're not really overthinking things. And if they see a flash of a thumbnail, this happened tons of times in Vlogmas, where some of the people I was following in Vlogmas, they were using the same Vlogmas thumbnail, and sometimes not switching it, but just switching the number. And because I'm a good active supporter, I would get a notification, but it was like, I would think I already watched it, and I would just kind of move on to the next person. So you're risking your own subscribers being uninterested in your next video. So work on the thumbnails, guys. I know it's not that good, or it's hard. So make sure you do that. Let's see. I don't know what number I'm on, but I hope I am giving some for people to enjoy. This next one, this is one of my personal ones, pet peeves, I guess you can say, but I am not alone. I've seen multiple people complain about this, and it's make sure you do whatever you can to look at the lens. So right now, I'm looking at you guys at the lens. Hi! And I'm engaging with you. You can feel me. I'm in your soul. It's like a communication. That's great. And then if I start looking at myself and like, hey, I look good. I mean, you might risk having something in your teeth or your hair is not pretty, but that whole time, and I mean, I got my glasses on, but that whole time you're missing an opportunity, a vital opportunity to connect with your audience like they're in the room with you. And that's what people come to YouTube for. If you're a vlogger, if you're talking, they're watching you because they want to connect with you. So you've got to look them in the eye. Imagine talking to a friend who never looked you in the eye. Like, imagine that. So you want to make sure you're looking at the lens while you're talking and also while you are doing your thumbnails, which is something I have a hard time too, because I do want to make sure I'm doing the expression that I want, but then I got to look at the lens. It's really awkward. Like, the struggle is real for us YouTubers. People don't even know. They don't know what we have to go through. So, yeah, that's definitely one of them. And I think I'm on the last one, so then we can just chat for a bit, and I'm excited about that. And I want you guys to let me know a couple that we missed after. So the last one is, and a lot of us do this, but it's so important if you're not doing this, that you start doing it ASAP. And actually, I'm going to add a bonus to this one because I just thought of another. I could do a part 2 to this because there's really a lot. And I literally wrote this list, like, I'm not going to lie, like 3 minutes before I pressed live. It's so bad. I had a list. I had a different list. I always have lists. But the problem is I put them in my phone and then I don't even know what note I put them in. I'm so bad, guys. And I'm probably going to forget. Okay, here we are. Right. Cards and annotations is what I want to talk to you guys about. And also being strategic with cards and annotations. So a lot of us are using cards and annotations, which is great. I'm just going to, anyways. So great, you've got it. And if you don't know what cards and annotations are, you can message me in the comments after that and I can explain it. But I'm sure you've seen it, depending on the device. The card is the little strip that goes across in white with black writing, and a lot of people refer and say click to it. And then the other thing is annotations is the end screens. End screens and annotations is the videos you can click on at the end. So you have to use those because if you actually look at your stats or whatever they're called, you can see how many of your videos are getting clicked on because of you doing that. So that's huge. And that's another thing about thumbnails for end screens. If you see a video that keeps getting clicked on in the end, that means you killed it. You rocked it with that thumbnail. So another thing. So obviously, you want people binging on your channel. You want them loving your channel. You want them to subscribe. You want those views. You want that connection. So you have to utilize these things. Don't let a video go by without utilizing it. The second thing I wanted to talk about is being strategic with how you utilize those. Okay, so the first thing is you need to know your drop off of your watch time. So when you look at your, if you don't have the Creator Studio app, make sure you get that. And then you can look to see how long the average person watches your videos. And you want to make sure the first card happens before the average person clicks off. So if that's 3 minutes, I would put the first card at, I would do 1.5 minutes. Because again, the beginning of your video is so important, guys, that you want to capture them as much as you can. The second thing is you want to do a few cards depending on how long your thing is. So if your video was 10 minutes, I would do like 3 cards. And on almost all the videos, you should be referring to the card because you can't assume everybody watching even knows what the heck a card is. They just see it pop up. I think there's a lot of YouTubers who don't even fully understand what that is and what happens. So you want to say, hey, if you don't like this video or something, you can click this card to see my other types of videos or whatever you want to say. Like, however you want to say it, draw attention to the card and let them know that they can click and watch it. And then The other thing about the end screens that I wanted to mention is you have to be strategic about where you're placing the end screen. So the first one on the left should be the video or the option you want the most people to go to. Whatever video you want to promote the most, or maybe there's a playlist or what have you, put that on the left if you're going to do more than one video. It's just because people are more likely to click on that, so you want to do that one. And then what I would do, and what I've learned from research, is you can have different reasons for promoting. One, you can see a video, whether it's new or old, is getting traction. So I would definitely put that one up so it still gets the attention it needs, and hopefully YouTube platforms it more. So I would put that on the left. And then the second choice I would do is the, what do they call it? Recommend best for that viewer. So YouTube, it actually tries to put together, out of all of your videos, content that matches what that person views. You've all seen this before. Like, what YouTube recommends to my husband is completely different than what YouTube recommends to me. And YouTube is pretty much, 9 times out of 10, they know what they're doing. So use that option, because YouTube, it might get the odd thing wrong, but there's a reason why YouTube thinks that person's going to like it. And I don't know for sure, but I imagine that they probably choose videos that your subscriber hasn't seen already too. Like if they've watched a lot of your videos. I'm not sure about that, but it would just make sense. The other thing you want to do is make sure and I don't really follow this rule, but it makes sense, and I should, but you don't want to have too many options popping up at the end screen. And if you can, you mention the end screen too. So you can say, check out this video. I've even said, hey, YouTube thinks you'll like this video, and pointed at it. And I think that brings a really good connection. I saw that on another small YouTuber, and I use that, and I think that brings a good connection. It's like, oh, YouTube thinks I like this video? Okay, fine. So make sure you can talk about those cards, talk about the end screens, and try not to ask too many things at the end, like click here, subscribe here, and share. Try to ask 2 things if you can. So I usually just mention the videos, just the one thing, and then I pop my subscribe button and hope for the best. So that was all of the tips, but I'm going to add one quick 11th one, I think, and that is to add a watermark. I'm noticing a lot of channels, most of the channels that I watch from small YouTubers they haven't utilized the option to put a watermark. If you go, I probably haven't done it for this channel just because I haven't posted in a while, but if you go on Clueless Mama D, you can see that all of my videos have a little small Clueless Mama D logo, and what that does is if people click on that, they can actually subscribe. So it depends on what device they're on, but I can't tell you how many people are not using that. It's very easy to do. So if you guys need me to do a tutorial video on that where I'm just showing you on the screen, I can definitely do that because that should be a quick video. But let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. So yeah, now I get to have the fun part where I actually engage with you guys and you guys give me honest feedback, because that's what I appreciate, about whether or not you enjoyed this live. Okay, let's see. Like, I need to know if I should keep it up, guys. And thanks for giving thumbs up. Thumbs up help with lives for sure. So let's see. So, Richie Rivera, homeboy, is my homeboy, my family. Just frustrated with big YouTubers getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the space for small YouTubers getting smaller and smaller. If we mimic the footsteps of the big YouTuber, do you think we will get the same attention? Basically, that's what I'm thinking. The short answer to that is no for me. And the reason is just because the way things work. Big YouTubers can literally take a picture of their nasty toe with like fungus in it, and then have like a title that says nothing to match the toe, and they're gonna have tons and tons and tons and tons of views. YouTube is gonna show that video, their subscribers are gonna click on it, and even we're gonna see it in our recommended if we haven't even watched that person. So I don't think that you can, as a small YouTuber right now, really copy what the big YouTubers are doing. But you have to remember that at one point they were where we are. So you just have to keep trucking along, and you have to be innovative, just like in any business, any restaurant you open, any clothing line you open. It's no different. When you start at the bottom, you have to find innovative ways to get to the top. And it's a whole new ball game for us as small YouTubers, and I think there's more powers in numbers. So again, make sure you guys are connecting with each other in the comments there. And I don't recommend that you just click on people and then say, hey, I subscribe to you in a live chat, because that can actually flag your channel like a sub for sub. It is not natural for people to go to someone's channel, click sub, and click off. So that's the kind of thing that flags that this is not a genuine subscriber. So really think about what you're doing. Number one, you're pressing subscribe. That's great, but it's just a number. Number two, you could actually be hindering them. They're likely to see their account freeze, and you might have some subscribers get lost. I actually have a video on that as well on this channel. But number three, you might forget to actually watch their video, which is the whole point of us small YouTubers coming together, is getting those views, those true views. So what I do if I'm in a live is I screenshot the people I want to connect with. Sometimes they'll say, hey, I just subscribed to you. And I'm like, oh, make sure you like my content, because that's what I want. But anyways, but I screenshot, and then after I'm done watching the live, I look through my screenshot and I go visit, I watch a video, and I say, hey, what's up? So I kind of went off topic, but no, you need to be innovative. If you guys have any other questions, just keep asking. Yes, Geeked Out Getaway says, I think it's called Steam It. Am I like way up? Yes, so Steam It, not gonna lie, it's a confusing platform, but I put up my first video there, and, or not my first, my first video made some money there. So, and there's no demonetization, and there's no waiting for 10,000 views or now 4K hours. So I would definitely encourage you guys to get into that. If you're interested in that, please go ahead and message me on Facebook at Clueless Mama D, or in the comments below after the live, so I don't forget, because y'all, I'm gonna forget if you don't message me. You got the watermark from Final Cut. That's awesome. Now, Korean Mama is my bestie. Now, she says she learned the watermark from Final Cut, so I'm a little confused on that. Is it a watermark that they can just click and it leads to subscribe? Or are you just putting the logo? Because I'm not sure how Final Cut can do the YouTube watermark for you. I'm going to scroll down. I just want to see how far I am. Sorry if I missed your questions. Oh, I missed a joke. Nada, my girl Nada, is laughing out loud at the Wall Twins. No surprise there. They're hilarious. Oh, he says, I don't know if it's Brad or Adam. Which one are you? Says, I don't actually have nasty fungus toe. Carry on. Did they all think you had nasty fungus toe? Okay. I was thinking of putting it. So Vibe Pre-Project says, water is a logo on your channel. Yes, it's a logo on your channel from YouTube. So I'm not sure what you mean, Korean Mama, about doing it from Final Pro. Yeah, I think you're just putting an overlay, just an image of your logo. So I would encourage you not to do that. If that's what you're doing, go to YouTube and add a watermark. Should I do a video about this, guys? Because it should be a quick video, honest. It's so easy. No, Korean Mama, just click on one of my videos, but then you better watch it longer, because if you click and click off, that's bad. And then you'll see there's like a little purple logo. If you're on your phone, you'll see a purple logo, and that's the watermark. Okay, does anybody have any other questions for me? Or you guys all just mingling? I'll see if I can see any other ones. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all the nice comments. I better screenshot. I got a screenshot. Make sure I'm connecting. Ooh, it's loud. Yeah, there's so much I need to work on too, guys. Like I'm right in the trenches with you guys, okay? All right, so I don't see any other questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live, and I really appreciate everybody who tuned in. I will go ahead and add those things. And if you're interested in doing more lives, I would definitely recommend checking out the Biopre project, and if you have questions, maybe asking them, because I don't know what's up with Alive. But I'm gonna learn. That's the thing. We're always expanding. And I really appreciate all the love. Hi, Paul and Morgan. Just noticed you're on here. So everybody screenshot everybody on here and take your time over the next couple of days connecting. Say that you met on Clueless Tips and you came to support, and watch one of their full videos, okay? Because if you click on and off, you're just hurting their channel. And then decide to subscribe if you want to, or if you just want to keep and connect. So make sure you guys do that. And don't forget to smash the like button, just like the Waltzman said. So you can meet me here every Tuesday if you enjoyed this at 7 p.m. PST for Tips Tuesdays. And bring a friend. There's a reward for a friend. But I am going to continue with shout outs Saturdays. Well, it might not be Saturday, but shout out videos. If you are not familiar with those on my channel, you can go and just play around on here and see what those are like. But that is my passion. I love recognizing small YouTubers who are just doing it right. So I will be doing those. I'm not going to commit to how often, but believe me, they are coming, and they are always based on who is the most active in this community. That's how you get a shout out, and I dedicate the video to you. There's no fee for this shout out or anything like that. You just have to be doing good content, regular content, and just be active in this Clueless Tips community. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention is I will also be doing some more feedback videos. So if you haven't seen those as well, those are another great way for us all to learn together. And your channel can be great or it can be needing a lot of help, but there's always room for feedback from our community. Small YouTubers, as we unite, we all have something we can add to each other. So make sure you guys check out those types of videos. You can also email me if you want to make sure I've noticed your channel. And the email should be all in all of those videos. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Love ya. Or I don't know if I said, no, love ya is what I say on my other channel. I don't even remember. I don't even know what I said here. I think I just went. Bye, guys.